Hi guys, Mirror meet everybody. It's Michele Dalene, and today I want to talk about adaptive technology for the deaf, and explain to you why deaf people still are kind of stuck using Google Chrome. And I'm going to do that with a very simple example of the program in question. I did pull up a little demo video earlier. This is the screen here. With people showing with M60. And so if I go back to the clip, I think it's in here somewhere. Yes, it is. Movies 3. And I go to SRT. Yeah, not exactly exciting. Let's see. So I pull up this file here. And I'm going to do it by sliding the screen here this way. Okay, this is what you can see here. So here we have this SRT file. That's the video. Okay, so now we get the video. May 17th. I think this is it right here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show you guys exactly how this speech to text on Chrome works. I have a friend I'm in chat with right now, and when he talks, you'll see on the screen what he's saying. So go ahead, let's just start a little conversation just real quick.
Hi, Michele. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. Notice that when he talks, the Google Chrome is now converting his speech into text, which for people with hearing loss is not just a minor convenience. It also works fine with Chrome, with Google Voice, Google Meets, Google Live, and of course it works with YouTube. If a video doesn't have captions, this will give you the captions. It's a built-in feature in Chrome. And I would say if you guys get a chance to check it out, it's in accessibility on the Chrome tab. So now I'm going to end this little clip here. I don't know if Edge has this. I know Chromium, I believe, does. Chrome does. So let's talk about it from Chrome prospectus. You'll see I have the 3 dots over here. I'm going to click on the 3 dots, and I'm going to scroll down to Settings. And I'm going to see its search option, and I can say Caption, or yeah. I believe that's what it is, yeah. You're going to go to down here, font size, live caption. This is what you want to go to. So you're going to go to live caption, which is highlighting gray here, which is perfect. This is the thing that turns on the feature that you saw in the short demo. So what that means is when that's on, and it works not just with that, but also with other things as well. For example, if you're going to go to a YouTube video, YouTube already has it built in. But if for some reason you want to go to another site that don't, i.e., let's go to voice, okay? And I'm just going to call a number. So let's just call the DSS food stamp number. So in Connecticut, this is 888-328-2666. Now I'm going to put my headphones on to make sure I can hear it and see the captions follow along. So there's the number, okay? This is from the state of Connecticut for verifying your food stamps. I don't have my food stamps in here, so I'm just going to be able to get the computer to at least talk to us. So let's pull this up here.
Thank you for calling Connecticut EBT Customer
Now you
Service
can see
Help
at the
Desk.
bottom of the
To activate your
screen,
card For retrieve
as they
account balance
talk.
and other information, press 1. If you are calling for information related to summer EBT, press 2.
See, that means that I talk, with the human beings, the same deal as well as when I'm 60. So that means that I can hear and see what they're saying. This is very important for another program because unfortunately Discord does not have this function built in on the phone or the desktop app, which is really kind of sucks. So let's just go to the Discord app so you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to go, as I was with M60, I'm going to go into the app on my desktop here, and it's going to show me if I have any chats, anything. I don't see anybody right now. But like M60 demonstrated last night, you can actually talk to people in panels, chats, things like that. Let's see if there's anybody here that's live right now. I don't see anyone that I want to use example, but so let's say I'm going to go to another page. Let's say I want to go to Pluto TV. Now, a lot of the different sites have their own closed captioning features, but sadly, no, Brave, Firefox, and a few other browsers do not have this feature, which means that for me, I need to use Chrome. Now, we know Chrome is a bit nosy, and they want to push their own agenda, right? They want to basically use you as a marketing guinea pig. It sucks as much as it does. But the truth is, people with hearing loss need all the help we can get. We don't have a choice. You can't just go, oh, it don't matter. You can hear good in that. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, by the way, the one thing that does matter in both with closed captioning and live captioning and live shows is where is your microphone? Because depending on the type of hearing loss, if your microphone's in the wrong place, like it was over here, what if it's high over there? Or here. Ideally, it should be right near your mouth. But I digress. Anyway, so that's the way that works. Is that what I would suggest is, yes, Discord. You have to get on the stick with Apple. Here's why. People that use your Discord app on your iPhone, that have hearing loss, are absolutely, totally befuddled by the fact that you don't have in the phone. Actually, Apple's already made this API available. I don't see why you don't use it. The way to take chats, conference calls, live chats, and turn them into spoken text. It would make our lives so much easier if you would just do that instead of making us sit there going, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, and Discord, even if for some reason Apple doesn't want to give you the permission, which they will, you need to get off your fat ass and do something to make it happen too. There's no excuse for you. You can make this happen. You can fix the problem. You can make the speech work. And it doesn't cost anything. Now, okay, so if you're on a Mac, okay, you don't have Chrome because you decided to get rid of it because everybody said Firefox is better, and you're totally sitting there beside yourself, what do? Well, I'm looking to see if there's an extension for Firefox that supports captioning. Right now, I possibly have one lead, and I don't even know anything about it. But let's take a look at the program that you can use. I'm sure Windows has a similar program. It's called Subto. Subto is a program. Let's see, book going through here. Yeah, here it is. Subto. Is a shareware program you can buy, which I bought, that allows you to see what people are saying to you. So I'm going to actually turn that on. Just give me a second here. Yeah, it's all set to go. So I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I go and start caption session. Okay, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen, this shows when I'm talking, and if anything I was running in the background was talking, it would show it too. For example, and this is something that works outside the browser. So let's say I wanted to play a song of mine. Why not? Because I'm going to use it. This is a good program for local work. So let's go to a little bit from media. Well, no, let's stick with English. Let's not go with the Okay, so okay, take just throwing me out now. Let's keep it simple. Living life at 240 volts. Why not? I'm gonna play that one. This is an example. See what it sounds like. That's nice work, but so that one doesn't work too well. But what about something like all right, this one here.
So relaxed, so relaxed. The ticker tape slowed, the air held its breath on Wall Street stage where commerce is kept. She stood with grace.
See, now the reason that worked is because that was a little easier to decode. This is using I believe the Google Translation Library service to translate it outside. Now, because as I said, this is free. This is shareware. You can get. It's not that expensive. I bought it because I realized it was a program I'm going to use a lot. You can change the settings on the screen. For example, I got 2 monitors. Let's just say we only had one. So you have 2 choices. You can either have it on the top, or you can have it on the bottom. Okay, so if I want to move it to the top, like here, now it's on the top. The problem with that is that means it covers the controls up here, so I can't easily work with it that way. So it's easier to leave it down on the bottom. Okay. You can also set chooses of dictionaries. Like if you want to add words, change pronunciations. Speech recognition doesn't know all the words from all domains. You can define sets of words specific domain so they will be recognized. Okay. Appearances. You see, I can change the fonts to size. Petite. Well, it's not really that small. Small. And larger size for the blind. And huge for the really insanely bad eyesight. This would almost work for me, but the problem is I kind of tend to go like with just small. But I can also change the number of lines as well. Like I just changed it to 1 line. That works out for some things. I could change the more screen, obviously, to 5 lines. As you can see, that's great if it's a lot of text that's coming at you real fast. Usually I leave it at 2, because that usually works fine. Okay? General settings, like I said, language dictionary, so you can add words. About, it's called Subto Pro. Okay, and this was a accessory store purchase. I think I still gotta purchase this. I think you do too. Okay. I wanted to see if I actually did buy this. I think I did. You'd be surprised how many programs I bought over the years. Maybe I didn't buy this. Okay, anyway, also you can change different fonts. Uses the following fonts. You can change Twitter or Mastodon. So here's the thing that makes this neat. Okay. This program here can be loaded when you first start the computer on. So that means that everything you type or everything you respond, this means you can use it with Firefox and you'll be able to understand what people are saying. Because the problem with the other one that's in Chrome is you can lose it so fast for some strange reason. I don't know why, but if you ever are in Chrome and you got the captions on the screen, sometimes a false mistake, a wrong flick of the finger, whatever, and all of a sudden the captions go right off the screen. And that makes me instantly deaf because I can't hear, I can't read it, I have no idea what's being said. Okay, so that's why people are telling people to get rid of Chrome are not helping the deaf because the deaf don't have a choice. Unless more people seriously get people interested to support those with hearing loss. If you are blind, and I happen to be largely deaf and also legally blind as well, or registered blind, a lot of the modern browser internet thingy is driven around text, pictures. For example, let's go to... Alright, let's just go to my homepage. It gives an example of what I'm talking about. Actually, let's go to something a little more exciting. Let's go to www.youtube. Okay, youtube.com. Now, if you happen to be blind and deaf, you're not going to have any clue on what the pictures look like. There is no alt tags in here, as far as I know. You kind of got alt tags. You can see them here. We still can highlight what I'm talking about. What an actual AI upset.
AI is being talked about as...
Yeah, AI. All right, let's see the built-in closed caption features of Chrome YouTube real quick here. And talk a little bit about this. Okay.
ad nauseum. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting pretty much sick and tired of hearing about it.
But that's a feature that's on any of the YouTube apps, including, of course, on the iPhone. But unfortunately, that's all. Okay, and that's the problem. Okay, so I just thought I would take a chance to explain this to you as quick as I could and see what you think. And it's hot today too. Yeah, it is. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Bye bye.